Hi there, welcome to video 5 with me, Haseeba, your content queen. As promised in the last video, I'm back to talk to you about another vital step in creating and kicking off a culture of innovation. In the last video, I touched upon step 2, kickoff. Now that you've kicked off your innovation strategy, created the buzz in your organization, and every employee is informed about your goals and your strategy, and you have a series of communication tools at play, it's time for step 3, ideation and incentives. So what do we mean when we say ideation? The term ideation comes from design thinking, and I think it's so pertinent to utilize when creating a strategy of innovation. And it's a great analogy of what it means to capture ideas. The wiki definition is spot on. Ideation is the creative process of generating, developing, and communicating new ideas. An idea is understood as a basic element of thought that can either be visual, concrete, or abstract. Ideation comprises all stages of a thought cycle, from innovation to development to actualization. A mouthful, I might say. Now, like with many ideation processes, you can do this through interactive face-to-face workshops and or remote brainstorming sessions. We need to keep in mind software, as we will need a central repository to capture and store these ideas. This is where process will come into play, or the how, and software is the where, although often enough the software will also support or dictate the process of the flow. We will cover that in more detail in our next video. Now we want to focus on some key aspects for consideration with regards to ideation. Ask yourself, do your employees want to engage? What do you need to ensure active participation? Incentivize employees. And you might ask why and how. Well, as to the why, research shows that incentive programs motivate employees to push and challenge themselves to achieve higher degrees of productivity. When incentive plans are in place, employees appreciate that significant effort on their behalf will be acknowledged and rewarded, making them more willing to engage. Example for how you can actually put this in place is to create a point system, but allocate value for points. For example, one idea could equal 10 points, or for each comment or reaction, that could equate to 2 points. And reward points with actual benefits, like 20 points would equal a Starbucks voucher. There are so many cool incentive ideas out there, and reward and recognition programs. Have your HR department research this and drive it forward. If you already have an incentive program in place, simply enhance it to include the ideation drive. Now, importantly, allocate time for ideation. Ensure that your employees feel valued and respected and are not feeling as if this is just another added task to their already busy, heavy workloads. Set aside dedicated times or days for employees to engage in their ideation process. It's not at all fair to expect them to do this in addition to their day job. Perhaps offer Friday mornings or Wednesday afternoons with a no meetings or calls policy to free up time for employees to focus on ideation. And don't break the rules. Once in place, ensure that managers stick and adhere to this policy. In our next video, we will cover the steps in creating and kicking a culture of innovation, and we will focus specifically on the process, step 4, where we delve into the tools and software required. Stay safe, folks, and don't forget to follow Wide Ideas on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Until next week, ciao.